Omo ya dada for mu nka nokore enti coming 2024 yento abantia wo yento abama essentially the great and drama mama the 24 hours economy there enu de beba so nde e beba so okena won to ku program me da
yes that's papa yenua Roland Mensa wa joining a Facebook live Kwame Enim so share live from Amsterdam yenua Kofi Agbetefe share saso na ya tweneboa asamwa ewo ye Paris France yenua Caroline White says Kamalet sanso ne yenua Musa Abatwa enso so me ba na be kan messages no na ama osisia hello
enja sama Huntor
opening kase empathodin ba bia frefe
from Sekota mkasa fise kendi
patho enti opening
I am there. I got the Panama show made me that early at the board. Now, I am there about major about me. The woman that kind of for United Shisha. And she more can not say or Sunday being over than I know. I polish what much in the day. Or that you're going to play kind of I did in the carry Canada. It's a kind of the anyway boost. So, yes, you're most of us not here. I said, you are wide awake. It's a dear new book model. I agree another as a should be over that time. No, you should be able to abandon and now you are passing through the young Sylvia. It's a young boy, young MPG. I abandon what I said. Most of you are not on yellow. There's a good thing about one. I want to mind yourself and bring the name all the time.
Yes, that's Papa Yenua Musa Abatwa Difikumatwa say former President Mahama is busy touring the country and offering 24/7 prudent economic alternatives. NPP are fighting among Alan supporters and Baumia supporters. If they are truly working with their constitution, why Peter Mewu still an MP on the ticket of MPP after openly declare support for Alan Chamantin? They are chasing their own shadows. Hello? Hello, caller. Pachoba ne fa na waluwa TV set ni ahwetwe nkomo no ewoye ofo no so yenua Kofi Agbetefe say efo Huntor I'm watching you from Michigan USA and odiwe efri ediabre. Hello, caller. Pachodin ba bia frefi
Ashama
Pachodin
Efreme Rutu Mami.
Rodo Mami.
Aye.
Mami Pachodin tiwe. Me Pachodin tio. Shawadwin.
Efreme Rutu Mami ni fefe Ashama Sesuba.
Pacho yo yetio.
Aye. Me see.
Me pacho munyi Rojo Mami wotie no ho TV no so. Pacho betimi afrena so akere wadwen. Wo frɛ ne afa na wadumu TV no, waluwa TV no, volume ni akasa awo phone no so. Yenua George Kings. Okay, open your mouth. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, open case di ba bia kasafi.
F4.
Where for?
Onire Huntor Madam Foto Kumasi kaka mayonko yo.
Okay.
Brother Mahmoud Bawumia Vice President. Energy sector, electricity, this effect. You have paid electricity about 3 months now, no meter. And what is going on in the energy sector? I am Energy Commission. Yet more Energy Commission. There's a way of feeling a Jumano, a Basaya, it's meter. It's a catron say, almost probably meter. Sky the Energy Commission, 10 meters. There is no meter, about 3 months now. The catron say, almost provide meter now. You don't remember air.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pass what my side information. Yeah, be to be the actually. Yenua George Keyes, I say watching you live from Valencia, Spain. I say great job, bro. Sami. Yenua know they about safe Ghana now. Yenua Charles, Dasino, also watch you live from Tema, Ghana, West Africa. No, dear free dear bro. Yenua Tilly Hart, or say movement for change. Ghana will rise again. Pacho betimia ajoin here. Hello.
Hello.
Opening Pacho din baby afrefi.
Kasefri kaswa.
Me Pacho din na chira wadwen.
Onja kan se Baumia campaign na oyo no ese ununu ho ano. Ese kan ni ma obit na magana Friday etimi ajuodi. But in name of Candy, I thought the Jomama put in a bina, Jomama said 24 hours, 24 hours. You can't tell require friend. I can't tell John Baumia. Okay, can't you ever to ask you to go what you want to me by your baby? But because I wait 24 hours to me, but we didn't care so John Baumia. I don't need serious or man. You said about the same only serious. Only serious, Bravo, sir. Or more than one with John Kikadom. But among near West Near Men, Roman the tango funo or pure with young trouble and Picabano.
Okay. Yeah, that's opening John Baumiapa Alabraka. Yenya George Keynes or say this MPP government hates the truth. William Azilaku or say Huntor was live from New Jersey, USA on the Abre Yenya Tilly Hat or say was live from Kumasi Danyame. Alan for president and the Abre. I love it when Alan Crawford says yes. Alan is not joking. Alan is not playing. Movement for Change has come to stay. Hello.
Hello.
Opening Pajodin will be a Kasefi.
Your friend Godwin. Katafi Ashoma.
Pachenti opening Godwin.
Hello.
Pachayentio. Yentio.
Your friend Godwin. One year.
Sure.
Before Ashoma.
Sure, Pachayetio.
I be mafia.
Opening Katayetio.
Yadamasini Ejumapa. Yadamasini Ejumapa Muye. Baomiano oye, you know. Baomiano onye, your friend is like undeserving. Undeserving, the Muda Munkos one bomb will take no my sir, or videos, Munkos one my sir.
When did you home?
Very Jehovah.
Okay.
Munkos one bomb my.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yenya Alhaji Ahmed, I say, Huntor, you are one of the finest journalists in Ghana today because your program are very excellent with facts exposing the MPP, especially Baumia. And the Abba. No credit was here, and the baby no credit, and the Atimpenis said, no credit, oh, my men and tem, not say you would obey Marco far on Fanny, and they are angry for by Yaibu. I mean, far a year 2 more callers now for Yembra studio and opinion phone to us. Hello.
Hello.
Opening Pachodin baby a Casefree.
Only a Muslim Casefi as sinful she dumped him.
Pachenti opening.
My member of us away you many. Now, the same Busa Pensay, daughter like Mamudbomia said, Sician or Crimonia on us away because we get in the year or Yena. In Crimofo and Casasa, Pio Comaka, Pauban, Tronkon, White Beckons at this time. And the Mecha mechanics a gun of 40 more Mudi. Defense daughter Mahmoud Baumia, you know, Mona Mosagano, your daughter Mahmoud Baumia, because Papa no, or you need to be on your credit possess, Ubedu Mampini. Because the vice president, or yeah, now, you put the pin with Papa, we are a team of mine, Mr. Ghana for when Nimnamosa took about Emma, Papa, we are at the what to Abama Cooper, because you say Cooper Mambunia. Baumia so any particular what drive it, a fence, a old lady, a Cufaro. No, Moko Baby, as or Moya, Moko, Mr. Ghana for 2024. Monto Abama John Domani Mahama, 24 hours economy. No, from the net teacher trains, the training teacher boy saying, yet I offend a young quarter, I offend assumption. No one to 2 money year, send a Baya Ghana, Punto Bed, because the same number one, Punto Ecosawa. That's it.
Yes, so yeah, that's Papa, for last caller. Na fe yembre fi na yemeto ankomo twetwe no so wa Amanyosem dwumadi na wo original TV so no pacho friend e fa no alowa o TV set no ne atwetwe ankomo no e wo phone so hello last caller
Hello
opening pacho din baby akasafi
e from yara because say samankasi
pacho enti wa samankasi
yeah Mahama ya 47 ye blocks Baumia zumba kire 47 other school amoye ma samni ya mewe.
Okay, yes, yeah, that's Papa. Yam Fafre phobia bim. Pacho, I feel person about you made so I'll be sending WhatsApp messages. The WhatsApp number no so the screen so. Udini baby I send message in free. Day who here Papa. Ne, ask me about me fa a year special birthday runko and comma a year mami achoma man sa bomb na ne one woman demolition army. Our year USA, Virginia, and I want I president Edema Executive Ladies Diaspora. Some few months ago, we better video muha. After some donation, could donate a pad, and I say, my friend, it's a sanitary pad. At the man, make a binya ye school mmofra ne da mo ase obetena ha wo de to aban anim say mosra ban say taxes ahodo a egu sanitary pad so no aban enyim famfiri wo se de be ya mmofra no betumi enya ahoha o mo kakra na no budget buy na finance minister say sanitary pad ahodo a ye ne Ghana ha sei no ade aban eyi to ade afiri so se de betumi aboa ema omodnyina timi atobi ntimo samo amokae no atimi aswaba enne your birthday timi wish you happy birthday na mato safrechudi aponyankopon so ontina ni nchiro nu kwa oda no executive lady diaspora na mo mbeye bi mfamwa ewo mu se nne yi taxes kura fi sanitary pad ne so still nyo obi an betimi ato ewo Ghana ha because sanitary pad na ye Ghana say made in Ghana say baako you need 17 Ghana cedis to 25 Ghana cedis to get a sanitary pad me bompa say the executive ladies diaspora mo be say rade beto munsa na menyeska na masaba na be yado ye de abo titru ne maiwa enketo na mo asisi no na say report batch so queen kra na se a maiwa under age no teenagers no dodo na get pregnant o mo nyanyem because even sanitary pad kra no I was say obi bu ni punani ansana watimi amaniska so nkwankoto na say no ano no wanyem we ya no hwia enye Nyankopon shira happy birthday why na me organize a party the amount after a net show day how I betimi fly from Virginia aba be pie Ghana a party so be koso Kempiski so we have like 1.5 hour 2 hours to come down for your party mami mrafie na mpanyimfo ananka ye hwe anim ye nipa miensa nanka ye hwe anim se doctor ye kwabena Japan ajekum no MPP ni babe kansa na so bibia sanka ne dwumadie mu ana doc entime ma entimpanyifo ofidie mu a Jenua Gideon Tete ono national national communication team member edema NDC Amanyuku osai lawyer nimfo nimpon ofidie mu a lawyer akwaba
Jubidasi bia bokodie
nyame adom na so
nyame adom yo pa
the radias papa sanso so na Jenua Alfred Kumi movement for change na oba yira alankwajo chemati movement for change omo mu pushi epia emabunu no edi omo wura mu volunteers team no ya de odi montentema papa na o sha ase ache nyamiane nukre ni minnim nkrofo bebra omo ba show isa no mo MPP fo adodo no an no mo yira alankwajo chemati achitafo na yira la chemati free MPP Amanyukum no nyomo nyina na timi dane o machima MPP ebida so MPP no ba branche we die ono ankasa na kunya osin kokoko pre wa denta wa MPPD mu no se waso ni alanchamantin na ekoneba kumi
nya
yabubo ni yesake nkrofo ya ansake
o me de o sake mi o ansake mi o just for the people cash for the people eno na Ghana for so mu hia na se Ghana for mi a mesi me ba be sum Ghana for si sei no mu hia me ye den kodi bibi fufuru achi
what is mpanyofo bi ti se mo ma yayi o ma free party mu nyina ye nkrofo a yewura lanchemate ho donti ene de yayi o mu na o hininto hopsinado ye Abubakar Sadi Onabo Boabe Asamoah any all of them yewura ye alanchemate ho donti party a wa support wa joining from nkwada brem ebesi enne na aberi ne say ye sana yeah how do you feel say because every few minutes few months ago you were MPP and then MPP timba bantika se mo kra yi mo afiri mo nka ho bi
Minia, it's important to always draw the line and make things clear. Say, as a person, your loyalty is not to a political party. Your loyalty is to the nation. Political party there, ebeba, ebeko. But you see, a yen, yara assassin, ne ya boarding ding emaye. So what is handsome nasia? Tim biabe niema. O ye dia prese. O maino ebeyi. O maino inkoso. Say, timamufo no so ebeden ebedi na se me di obiechi na chese sa nipa no sa kuma pa no so ana wo magana sa nipa no so no na odwen se odwen ana o weni suade hunu bi ebe ma Ghana no enya ne ntuma pafra ama Ghana no abeye yie nti enye ne boni nti ana say me personal interest ka me personal interest aka me da so pre adenta kunya no ho na Ghana nti what you say and I know say one day the history of this nation will be written. Said there were people, young people in this fourth republic that stood behind an independent candidate who solely had the interest of Ghana at heart. Yeah, politics. Now we are to money way. Now we are we are not interested in that. We are only putting solutions.
Okay.
How we believe this country should be run in order that we can have that productivity we are looking for.
Okay. I wish you all the best. Lawyer, me ba ho na ya but message kakra inu actually has to say Ghana first, not any political party. Movement for change. Ghana will rise again. Alan for 2024. Yenya Benjamin Komla or say God will surely see us through this hardship and protect GM for 2024. 24-hour economy is a done deal. Yenya Kwesi Darlington or say job for the people, cash for the people. Yenya Wilberforce Kwesi Boatin was a movement for change. Ghana will rise again. Great transformational plan is the plan Ghana needs so far. Sanso ana Yenya Kofi Agbetefe or share Enuchro says how many sanitary manufacturing companies do we have in Ghana? So far I know 2. Enuchro that was about Baumia will show 47 toilets. Yeah, some okay. Lawyer. Yanshem Komanase and free. First of all, free SHS, a policy. Ghana for nyina jet to say a year. But Ghana for nyina include the finance minister himself. Aka say policy no, it needs to be reviewed. Na yen review na intime emboa. A cheche for nkabomuko akasa the latest one nukes. Akasa say government in review free SHS policy no. Now our form person will contribute so intime contribute, but the president Nana Akufo-Addo are making it clear. Say the free SHS will not be reviewed today, tomorrow, and forever. As far as Odasia president, even when IMF program next just say we need to be reviewed, no? And then the call is still there. Ghana is struggling to pay salaries. According to finance minister, we have to go to IMF for $600 million. Salaries, and they echo. 2024 budget. Hopes Bang and the woman Ghana for addressing the concerns of Ghanaians, plus nooks for appeal or make it to government. Patcho 15 minutes.
Yo, Bedasi, you bet here in Kofo no machine. Now, Uto, at least, say in this period, no President John Mahama no or Yeni Tor, and as one of his the promises, no, say free SHS will be reviewed. In all that, no, can say. When we say 24-hour economy no ebebaso and say the sports betting tax so will also be reviewed. In all this crumple or the or say only say you can't teachers licensure exams no kwampa. He's going to abolish that obnoxious teachers licensure exams. And now DBA in his campaign say he's going to scrap ex-gratia and complete all uncompleted projects. And the fact say, Obolobo government no come in this particular abide we no or no about power or where would you see the size of government to 60 people to 60 appointees. Now going into the free SHS review, no President John Mahama, what can say? Obey stakeholders meeting. Now yatsena sina yaka the way forward in terms of reviewing free SHS. Because presently, no, so you can't free SHS. FEC problems be brave. Back on say there's a academic calendar, no. Said almost school, the period in which almost school and the period say almost vacation. Vacation no crap is more than even the period for studies. And then me a cousin obeko school in December. Me sure say by the Christmas, she will have to come back home. And the fact say, I will call back Abia in February or what have you. And see, there's this disruptive academic calendar because of that free SHS. The second challenge, free SHS, physically, the fact say, Adriani, there's unwholesome food because of the fact say, free SHS to Sikano endorse to take care of, a food that will balance diet. And see, students are suffering. Because Adriani Campo is not even enough inadequate food for students. And see, that's one of the major problems facing free SHS. Apart from that, say students, because of free SHS, say you can't accommodation campo, it's also not enough. That's another problem of the free SHS fees. And the fact say teachers, because of free SHS, who say teachers don't have time to go on break. Almost share their back to back. And see, these problems, I'm free SHS that a hard dream in terms of the whole implementation. Of course, free SHS there, it has come to stay. Me sure say any government that will come to power back say they are going to avoid free SHS because in Kofo be because of free SHS, mutual school fees and in Kofo mutual school fees in Kofo they are free because of free SHS. And see, it is important say the free SHS is going to be reviewed. Even though Omampeni Akufo-Addo said he will not review, the reality is that look, with these challenges that free SHS could happen, that is happening. There's no way there's no way free SHS will continue or will be sustainable. Say yen kase yen tinasi na yen review. And nothing President John Mahama will say onu there they are going to have a stakeholders meeting to ensure that free SHS will stay, but there will be ways in such a way say parents, if the parents wish to even pay, they will be allowed to pay. And if there's supposed to be some support in other ways, it will be done. But the most important thing is say, because you were experts in terms of education, and until the President John Mahama say before the review even take place, that stakeholder meeting will be held for a national forum to discuss free SHS, because you can say the idea doesn't lie on just one person. And see, there are many ideas we can share. And they say experts of education in the whole country, they come to sit down on one table. Now you share ideas on the way forward for free SHS. And Sana, President John Mahama said, okay, per these ideas that has been taken or that have been discussed by experts of education, and your free SHS, and that's the way to go. And if this say by way, per se, the effort to make sure that the SHS, SHS is still up to standard. And they have look, senior high school, the standard has fallen. And so, who universities are, who the products of free SHS, who say a lot of them are not really well prepared for the university education because the standard now are too low. To me, call vacation more than your period of studies. We've not seen this before. You see, and the fact say, just because of idea, who say parents most of the time, most conform what they are doing extra classes because one year your child will not be up to task. And remember, say in all the education, we must meet the international standard. And who say because of this free SHS, some of the students, some control international exams are. Well, we can see that say break because the standard is low. And the free SHS here, and definitely going to be reviewed. And of course, then him say, come 2025, President John Mahama will be in power, and he's going to make sure say in as much as free SHS will come to stay, it will be reviewed to make sure say the standard is not lowered. The standard is still up to the level say a bit world standard, not Ghana standard, because SSR, wherever you go, you should be able to fit into the system. And Nuna, President John Mahama, and we are very optimistic. Say that is the way that will be able to protect the standard and the image of your educational system.
Back to the budget 2024 budget. You sure so well follow since last week a budget discussion about no case parliamentary select committee or na transyomo pinsim and some and Niama Ben I will pick your budget in more free say address the growing concerns about the general public.
Oh well, budget we there bye budget. Budget we there bye. Look, budget now the legacy of this finance minister no. The ever say the legacy is just one. Over borrowing. While borrows to benefit only his personal businesses. Apart from that, this same budget that it is the legacy of the finance minister in terms of bringing budget over the past years till now. To the fact say DBR they all in place of budget destroys rival businesses. Apart from that, this same budget that has come, he has a legacy in terms of finance minister and the any time about parliament is to end up putting Ghana's economy to these knees. And look, this particular budget doesn't solve anything because say you say there is increment of taxes. You see taxes no ebe call 11 billion Ghana cedi. Apart from that, you can increase in stamp duty. Governments are buying to say they are expecting 654 million Ghana cedi. Now, almost expecting expansion of taxes in gambling revenue. And also, almost expecting say 584 million Ghana cedi. Communication service tax expansion 622 million Ghana cedi. Now, apart from that, almost introducing a simplified mechanism for modified taxation. Now, apart from that, I'm introducing 5%. Any increase in withholding tax from 5% to 15% on commercial property. And this year, who are property now for businesses now. This year, it is moving from 5% to 15%. Apart from that, 0.5% introduction of new VAT flat rate. And for commercial properties. And apart from the increment of tax, rental tax from 5% to 15% to our commercial properties, there were flat rates that are also introducing and only 0.5%. And the fact say, per the 2024 budget, almost increasing the special petroleum tax to NCCC, the expectation or the projected amount to 1 billion Ghana cedi. And also another tax, emission tax and plastic packaging tax. By way, and the taxes that they are introducing in just 2024. And also projection say 787 million Ghana cedi. And also informal sector income tax. And the number of taxes are by way they are introducing per the 2024 budget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 taxes. 11 taxes in just the 2024 budget. Adding up all the taxes that have been introduced on Ghana for. Yet the 11 more taxes count. Yes, this government is just a full report. Look. And apart from that, in all these taxes, you're introducing this 2024 budget, they are giving a waiver, tax exemption of close to 12.5 billion Ghana cedi. And sa 12.5 billion Ghana cedi in conform bebre non person muntua tax say ye calculation na ye kan one, it will be 12.5 billion Ghana cedi tax waiver, tax exemption. Businesses and of course, so Ushemus is here. It's just the tax exemption is just for their family and friends. And today I can say, out of the new tax measures now are buying way per the 2024 budget on percent introduced. So who compare, because the projection of that is close to 11 billion Ghana cedi. If you compare that figure to the tax exemptions, you realize why are you you say this is purely a rip-off and a cheat on Ghanaians, because you see, I had to say almost per se almost exempted tax close to 12.5 billion Ghana cedi for their family and friends. but they are ready to impose more taxes close to 11 billion Ghana cedis on Ghanaians, already suffering Ghanaians. And look, Huntor, where there, this particular budget and this particular government are by way, it is this way of mismanagement of the economy, and that has brought this economy to a bankrupt economy. Apart from that, economy way, because of this management, Sisiano, you bet me a say economy way no, you bet feed me for say you into me economy. Apart from that, you bet me afraid this economy as a haircut economy. Haircut, and Sisiano, haircut even took pensioners to their graves. We can even call this economy a debt-riddled economy. Economy, you bet me afraid overtaxed economy. Overtaxed economy, you bet me afraid this economy a hyperinflation economy. You bet me afraid this same economy as high food inflation economy. Also a high lending rate economy. And even a hutre economy. So there are many names for this economy. Because this economy we pay there. We can even call it a collapsed cocoa sector economy. And to say ye Minister for Finance, the 2024 budget, and the addition of close to 11 taxes, right? Now, the current position and condition of Ghana and the fact that because of the mismanagement of this economy, no, close to 8.5 million Ghanaians per the UNDP report. It has taken 8.5 million Ghanaians into poverty per the UNDP report. Now, you can say this government is a very useless government. And say and if we don't rescue this country from this particular way, I don't know where this country is going to go to. And into that budget, NDC for you can say it is a bye-bye budget, because from all the things that has been discussed and the fact say now Alhaji Bawumia is the Fabera, and automatically with this budget it means he has a hand in this budget, and we see the kind of corruption and way and the economy that Sisiano can say they are taking the economy from taxation to production. Now and then you will reverse gear, a taxation without production, they taxes upon taxes with nothing to show. That alone should tell you that no, this government is extremely useless, and I don't know where we'll take this government. And look, Sisiano, the late Emisata, Vice President, he is vindicated. Sir, 170 questions. Alhaji Bawumia, or say, the late Emisata should answer. Now those questions are so unanswered, because from where the economy is going and from what we are seeing currently and the conditions of Ghana it is now per se unanswered that 170 questions, just for us to know whether indeed he fits in the fact of managing this economy. But Huntor, to be honest with you,
Sifam,
the crude and painful haircuts of Ghanaian families has really affected Ghana Bebree. And look, say you share the level of taxation that this government is bringing on this 2024 budget now. You bet me I can say, look, we are going nowhere, and this alone should send a clear message to Ghana say this government is not interested in our well-being or in bettering our well-being. They are only interested in create loot and keep. They are only interested in the fact that and also grant tax exemptions to their friends and family so they can make more money and take and capture the state. That is exactly their intention. And where budget were there, a bye budget. And they will GD say this will be their last budget to ever read.
Okay.
Because next year, by this in the year 2025, NDC will come to power, and all these taxes, obnoxious taxes, that is perishing Ghana for no, it will be a thing of a past.
All right, Kumi. Diana wakafa budget here kasi Cocoa Board for struggle after so more failure to raise a syndicated loan. Cocoa Board struggled to even raise $400 million to buy cocoa beans from a farmers. But 2024 budget now bind the shame so the 300 million Ghana cedis. Ekoto touchlight at the Ama cocoa farmers. What do you have to say? Send us who budget and also a year looks for statement on making regarding free SHS review. 15 minutes.
Huntor, where the Mada was say na Mada production team no so say for Akwenya the Ama me say me negana for a better nkomo concerning your budget issue ne your friend is saying free SHS review yi na Machio Bibia wotie movement for change you say Ghana will rise again. Now Huntor free SHS issue no what is there are assembly and penny can you say Okwasiano on se sana adwen free SHS a very good policy. But as you busa ya say free SHS nankasa no ye de buy no what was the motive behind it? Now say you motive behind the free SHS na yetime busa ya say is it achieving the very purpose? Ya say busa ya say free SHS ne buy no what are some of the errors? There is no policy in this world that yet the Bonibe friend immune because you have money going inside and you have the human factor. Policy bia ebebiano at every point in time you must review it to ask yourself say adewe ye and na enye ye na say ye and then you review and now review say ye pese ye mani ye more na so say review na enye ye na waka say okay your friend the checks and balances be be hye ho inti say na free SHS nintina bed bags aba SHS then you know say okay can say ye double tracking ye simple tracking ye you get it. Inti penny bi jina baby ka say omunye reviewer then he doesn't know what a policy actually means. And on the facts of the matter, Yankanesa, we are wrong. I can tell you on authority, say when Alan Chemanti becomes president in 2025, he's going to review the free SHS. Yentinasi Emma free SHS and say it must be reviewed and reviewed thoroughly. Right from those who need sponsorship to those who what? Those who don't need sponsorship. Say, if the free SHS came as a result of equality and access, we must review it and review it well. And in reviewing it, as a dream, a hunsikasem, how sustainable financially is it? Say, you see a bemo biako school free. Even university, udum say, uko university uko Legon say government pays some fees. It's your one phobia from fee pay, We fee pay, just say you are paying full fees. Unye fee pay, because of your results, you're on a certain government scholarship. Can we have a process like that? If you want to try or buy, you can say, okay, would the moon 100 cedi. Why when try over so quite certain caliber of school? Now we are doing fee paying. All these are measures that we can put in place. In review, we need to check the quality because as a policy is producing something, the policy is to bring a certain number of students out after a certain period. Is the quality good? Should a free SHS be a 4-year or a 3-year program? One, should it be a single track or a double track? How many months are kids supposed to be in school, students supposed to be in school, in order that they'll get all the syllables? Because free SHS is producing the next generation. So quality improvement is important. That is why a review must be done. Yankola omuko abrochino eco exams omutimi pass here. So review no, it's not just say obi per se or best say free SHS. No. It's a good policy, but it must be reviewed. Another thing I say review curriculum no. Niema na inkola ni suano. Is it making them the leaders we are looking for? And now because of free SHS, so we are rushing them to learn anything. Then you can also make say, are people having the access to it, or is there equality in it? So if I was to access free SHS on these 5 basic things, financial stability, in order that supplies buffer stock and ankolane buffer omoduani omudino edu baby I say aduane ashorty. 2, the quality. Free SHS is producing the next generation. Are we really getting that quality of next generation? That should even go to our universities, that other universities outside in advanced countries who want to take them. 3, the resource allocation. Are resources being given to them, the teachers, the students? Are they getting it? In Kolako school, omutuminya mpadaso, omutuminya room, edem, dormitories omuda omunyebi, and omukoda sebi private place. These are all issues that have come up. Into your assessment, there should be thorough assessment. 4, we need to look at the curriculum. Then are we rushing the kids? It's very relevant. Very, very relevant. Then we need to look at, are people really getting access to the free SHS? Are they getting access to the education they need to get? And you classroom now, you register and say, Oko Agri Memorial. That's not about free SHS. Say you register with school. No. Say Uko school, out to access etie the teacher ni neka. And I'm more pray work classroom. Eh? And ebi mutie ni ebi mutie che omo mutie che no. The ebeke bia omo ntimi enti. So this review is very, very important. And let nobody in this country, wherever the person is, sit and say there will not be a review. Then you don't know what you are talking. You are not a leader. You have to learn to go back. Now football match is cry. If you are not able to go back and analyze your own mistakes and see where you could have improved that, then you have no place in leadership. Huntor, budget. Coming to the budget, me, as a consultant and a member of the World Economic Forum, one of the things we believe in is jobs. Huntor, a lot of people have asked me, young man, why do you throw such a beautiful career you have going on in politics to follow Alan Kojo Chemante? And it's because of one thing: jobs for the people, cash for the people. No starting kind of and you know if you tete and you say Alan Kase, jobs for the people, cash for the people. Yeah, so mon penny be buy ebe national health insurance. Ana omampani bi so baaye ebe hwe se nkrofu be nya affordable housing. Another omampani bi so baaye ebe hwe se ye nkola no be nya free SHS, basic education. And then haka ke adwuma Huntor ayo ofese obesori anopa as a youth, as a mabnu say ukobuse obi sika ansa na wenye sika to aduane. Eyadepa. Eyadepa. There's no Ghanaian youth today that is proud so be friend Adam Fwaka say, Charlie, send me something. I'm telling you, I talk to a lot of youth. There's no Ghanaian youth, whether educated or non-educated. And yet they say, "Obe sorry, so okoton niema wo ka kwa ho." I'm telling you today, I was talking to some guys, and they bleed in their heart. Kadene say factories be Aba Ghana. Ya sorry anopa. Me be ye ready here. Me go factory I could 6 hours. Kakramenya. But the common Ghanaian, not even just the youth, the common Ghanaian does not have money because the jobs available are not enough. Do you know why we are paid peanuts in Ghana? And you want now limited. And you need a job. That is a whole into obey the policy beba. It's not job centered. On trial say within 1 year, we may create 1 million jobs. No, they don't have any place in the presidency in 2024. I've not decided to follow Alan just because he's a man of principle, but because of what he stands for. Mimi Huni say there's a cartel in this country. They want to keep a certain group of people poor. And I thank God that I follow a man who wants to set people free. Because wow to me ye wejuma, wow to me didi ekandi ope. As I come do no be the craze kana then obey. Or take a crime or no akacho say ye din. We need true freedom. And it starts with job. America, ye can, and then Kofoko America, America land of opportunity, and ye duma. America economy nyesa den a obi anim say obenya adwuma. Today now people are even going to China. China has become the industrial hub of the world. People are moving to China to work. If you say you will be per se or best or Canada, I will make them.
Budget to address issues of
it doesn't address any issue. That's why I'm speaking about it. That's what I'm speaking about. What issue does he address? Said we can't answer about by budget. What has this budget addressed? Look at the money we spent on National Cathedral. There are local contractors that could have done this cathedral for $20 million. And would have done it better. Charlie? Hospital said
Mami mfa bibi enkan hwe
ndo
Ghana fo
me catch roll ndo
Sami mfa bibi enkan
okay
Ghana fo Ghana fo omu di active oil producing food ema aban we
ndo Ghana fo bre
apart from
Ghana fo bre ndo
Ghana fo ma aban we ESLA and also sinking fund and stabilization fund and the fact say economic rating na B+. Now, as you speak now, your total debt under this Aban way is 600 billion Ghana cedi. Apart from that, your debt to GDP ratio is 104%. And then inflation rate as of December 2022 is 54.1%. Your exchange rate dollar to cedi 12 Ghana cedi. Sisia your credit rating your junk status. Junk. Now so answer na aban we befa power no na your B+. Aban we because of useless
mismanagement.
Sisia no your interest rate as of December 2022 is 40%. Now your central bank financing no as of December 2022 no you 45 billion Ghana cedi. Your growth rate is 3.1%. As compared to John Mama in December 2016, now I get 3.6%. Your budget deficit as of December 2022, you're 12%. Now so John Mama time now I get 6.1%. And then say ye can unemployment rate by way ye 14%, but under John Mama it was 8.4%. In our time, there was nothing like financial haircut for bondholders. By then, what do we see? And you talk, say you share the things that Ghana for Emma are by way with these three oil foods, and the fact say and then say you can't even servicing of debt. They be a buying way is defaulting on debt. Every time they are defaulting. Okay. Every time they are defaulting.
I mean, can messages in our issues, you know. So, was see JM all the way.
Very useless government
is coming. I will say, bro, this government has really shown us Pepe. I can't even think of a worse government than what we have here in Ghana, and I pray Ghanaians wouldn't be damned enough to forget this. NPP have nothing good to offer. Prince Edife Kufuor the Abre. From Positive Change, Medina, and the Abre will say, every Ghanaian had known Bawumia too well now and what he stands for. No serious person in this country takes him serious again because he has nothing fruitful and useful for us going forward. The only hope we have now is GM and his 24-hour economic transformational agenda. The 24-hour economic agenda is for job creation and putting money into our pockets. Vote for change come 7 December 2024. Vote JM and NDC. And now they Abba. Yenya Musa Edifree. Yenya Musa Abba to my message in my account with Facebook. Okay. We say, please tell the MPP guy, tell MPP guys that Davi, the chop bar operator, have closed since Baulaya said 24-hour chop bar by Ziggy Boots and our day Efra Sama Diaba. Do we have, I know say we have some restaurants in Accra, few of them are like running like 24 hours. But chop bar, pad day. I don't know any choba. I don't know any choba.
Yeah, President John Mama can't about 24 economy. I mean, I think there's a problem with
We say this reckless government is more than wicked. They have ruined the country and not ashamed to plead to the people of this country, rather doing more harm than good to the people of this country. A white man came to me on motor selling tape. I said the one we use for books. I said the country make hot. And who wants to come to power? Bau, what? Concerned people. Was it concerned people? I'm rich. Aska, Edifree, Ashaiman, or Dabre. Teacher Charles from Achuma Chidie Kumase. I said, Mr. Sami, good evening and your crew. When you listen to the playback of the vice president, he has failed big time. Movement all the way. With a good evening, Huntor. My name is Rash Chacha from Yape in the Central Gonja. The MPP government doesn't want us to talk about their incompetency, but they want us to keep quiet for them to disrespect His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Let's take John Dramani Mahama 4 years track record compared to MPP 7 years, nothing to write home about. But NDC and John Dramani Mahama have a great legacy for everyone to see and feel. But MPP government legacy is for creating loot and share, family and friends, mismanagement of our economy and corruption. So please, Ghanaians, let's bring NDC and John Dramani Mahama to come and save us from this MPP incompetent government. JDM is the only option and solution for Ghana. Eyezu, Eyeza. We say, Salamu alaikum, Dr. Bawumia, you are my brother. Don't allow yourself for MPP leaders to destroy your political career. Keep your money you have and do something better with yourself, okay? Isa Edifin Sawamzungu no de abre. Where's Huntor Asembeba debut? Where's a good evening, Huntor? You made my night. I love those funny videos you are showing. I never know there is someone with PhD in comedy. From Abdul Hamid Edifikabri East no de abre. Greetings, Sam. Or see, you see, Bawumia, we are going to match him and the MPP with their own lies, one after the other, on every sector of the economy and how abysmally they have mismanaged it. Elohim, Malejo, Anode Abraham. Was a Huntor, good evening. I love your boldness and truthful handling of the panelists. Upon the videos you just played, I can confidently say Vice President Muhammadu Bawumia is a liar, joker, and lastly, fraudster. From Hamson, Kunja, Edifri Baolishi, or the Abre. Good evening to you and your cherished viewers. Dr. John Bawumia is now the leading comedian in Ghana politics. From his own speech and promises no seriousness in it, we the youth now have opened our eyes. We have learned from our mistakes. Amen. David Edifri Ajay Kujo de Abre. Sami, my name is Rachacha from Yape. NPP always bragging about national health insurance. Former President Kufuor initiated mutual health insurance, and former President Atamels and John Dramani Mahama upgraded it from mutual to national. Let's give credit to whom is due. And build a lot hospital all over Ghana and schools. We say, Huntor, you see where lies has ended us. I pity our young brothers who followed the elephant but has made a U-turn to follow the butterfly. Their political career is ended. Ajete mas edifi la apapa bokina no de abre. But this reckless government has ruined the country, and has no shame. I've read this message already. We say from Comrade Chief Obed Dennis Kachuku, formerly at Unibank Ghana Limited. Dr. Bawumia, as Vice President, lack integrity, credibility, and Ghanaian politics misled, blind politician always scrambling his body, and matter comic. The brainwashed elephant family, mafias are making all things possible to remain in power. The heaven and angel of God has already dethroned them for opposition long. I say, leave Ghana. I say, long live Ghana. Long live democracy. Huntor, it's good for us, MPP communicators, to. It's good that MPP communicators absence from your show platform, because they can't speak for this poor performance of President Nana Akufo-Addo and Muhammadu Bawumia presidency. From Hanson Kunja and anyway Eddie Abraham Pacho so betimi send messages now so Eddie Abraham. Now President Mahama is talking about say baby Ghana ye du ni nyina no. Ni nyina say asofo so wo bika ba asofo ayedi o che say asofo de wi na asofo sikasa e wona mamu mu no ye kwan ba kwa na etimi tretre mo, but we de asofo na ye de ne ka ho bi e na de Ghana abedu sam pempen so a ye dui wo ne ya adwen anana ne nya adwen. Do you think say asofo nkasa ntino ena this government e dia bedu pempen so a yedru ya na 10 minutes
me kind of who empower as a member of the government communication team. It was not easy because became one of the men of God. Nyansafo way it wasn't easy because of the fact say clergymen, the software, kasa, and they were all contributing to the fact say the economy should go at a certain angle. And of course, civil society organizations, to say Imani Ghana. I remember how they ended up, you go to a certain some appointees are thieves. A lot of Occupy Ghana for they were there in their numbers, holding press conferences, a stakeholder meeting, and all about the economy. The Kaipa, to the sense, as software, when they go to the pulpit, the time we're in government, Omeka say managing the economy is a wisdom problem, and many others. And then where are they? I agree with President John Mahama. Say in our time we were in government, the fact say civil society organization as of for almost the management of economy as no, it put us on our toes because you say civil society organization will come out. As of also will preach on their pulpit and correct us. And as when government will get careful of our actions. But you see nothing like that. And say, we are one civil society organization, and now we are sorry be also for me now there's a way that will shut you up. And that is why this country on my way no because of the silence of civil society organizations and the churches. And of course, these people, these bodies that they help in the shaping of the economy of this country. But you see, it is not too late for any civil society organizations to begin to speak up, because Ghana Aircoy, with the fact said there was $600 billion Ghana cedi of debt. Now the fact said there were 8.5 million people going into poverty, and there are no jobs. It is taxation without production and all that. It is important say in these few months, as I say, as for almost sorry and speak to the issues, and the same for civil society organizations, where the Assemblies of God must speak, Presbyterian churches must speak, Methodist churches must speak, the Orthodox churches must also speak, civil society organizations, Imani Ghana especially, in our government, Imani Ghana was everywhere, calling party to others. IDEC and all these people, right? They were there in their numbers, trying to provide solutions for the economy when John Mahama was president. When Akufo-Addo became president, where are their voices? Where are their voices? Even this National Cathedral, it took a long time for people to speak up. But say, men of God in a board or in charge of
board of trustees,
the board of trustees, they made sure say they didn't support corruption. Most of them have resigned. And dear John Mahama, President John Mahama, the silence of these people, these bodies, is also a key contributing factor to where the economy is going. Because let me tell you, Anka, just a half of what happened when we were in government. If that same thing had happened, and Kosovo Abai way and on my way at this period that Abai way ever power no, I can assure you say the economy will not be going where it's supposed to go. As you know, I mean, nobody cares because you are crippled. They know that nobody can criticize because everybody is silent. And to look, but as I said, and you're too late. These times are not too late at all. Once President John Mahama, these bodies, the civil society organizations, and the clergy are also a contributing factor to this, useless economy. As I say, there should be a wake-up call for the civil society organizations and the churches to quickly rise up and speak to the issues, so that at least Ghana will not sing. Because if Ghana sings too much, I can tell you, it will take a long time for Ghana to revive, the economy to revive. And this should be a wake-up call for the churches and the civil society organizations.
You still have some few minutes on this.
Dr.
Muhammad Bawumia said you don't need anything 24-hour economy.
Yes, that's what I'm going to address.
Because what the digitalization, you can send money anytime, you can receive money anytime, you can buy ECG, prepaid, credit.
They can tax us anytime.
It looks like Alhaji Bawumia is suffering from poverty of ideas. First of all, they came with the fact say 24-hour economy is not possible. Then later on, said 24-hour economy is a night shift. Now, when I was coming, I saw the video. Oh, chopper, 24 hours. Yeah, I've done it before. Yeah, the sterilization. Look. You see, these attitudes show say you lack ideas, and the fact say you don't know what you're about. And say the pragmatic ideas back to provide jobs for the people which you want to poo on it. That is the point. You see, Alhaji Bawumia has an attitude of fact say but he has a style of always ridiculing or poo on people's policies. But you see, 24-hour economy from President Mama or Kase, based on the increasing number of people that are coming out from school. Now a Juma hop, and the fact say, and based on the fact that say there are no jobs, or Kase, the companies that are ready to work around the clock, right? They will be given safe and secured environment, right? To the sense say there will be security patrol. There will be tax incentives and cheaper power for subscribing to the 24-hour economy. It is going to be a program that once you subscribe to it, as a company, you are going to enjoy a lot of incentives. And the purpose is to ensure, say, there is reduction of unemployment. Huntor, even though Bawumia or Sre, now say chop by record, which of these, if he says that 24-hour economy was so did that, and it is already in place before, and then new idea, how many jobs have been provided for the youth? As you speak, the American, in John Mame's time, unemployment rate was 8.5%, and then it is 14%. So, and so, the 24-hour economy is already in this abide way. It should show us what is the level of unemployment now. Has he provided more jobs? And let's get serious in this country. Look, the 24-hour economy is a game changer. It is going to provide jobs. All the promises. Your friend say, sir, program na MP buy na the people say we are gonna see their friends say. NAPCO, that is the only thing they could provide. Apart from that, can even save of anybody in today's economy. Debbie, say the 24-hour economy from President John Mahama, it is the purpose of it to ensure that jobs are provided and unemployment rate is reduced. Look, and then say to the fact say, or can say the Accra Digital Center will provide different geographical different time zones and employ over 10,000 youth with this 24-hour economy. Or can say, look, apart from that, or can say this 24-hour economy, critical public sector agencies who qualify for the 24-hour economy will also be part of it. And till Ume will say, ama be jumebi. The friend say, Kumi, so be jumi. Huntor also be jumi. Yen wa. Maybe I'm about 8 to 12. Kumi beba 12 to 5. Now also beba 5 to your friends ebia 9. Now police are also ebia 9 to 2. And obia benye jumedi ebi, and that is the purpose of the 24-hour economy. But you see, Bawumia, Alhaji Bawumia, a man who lacks ideas, Sisia under him said the economy so far. Now, man, you interview when he was having the legislation. Say, what is our economy? So, you hear. You see, because clearly, on himself, when the way the economy was and the way it is now under his auspices, it is appalling. And it is that 24-hour economy, it is going to bring a lot of joy in families. And see, Rebecca Chagana for say, this is a game changer. Obia Emba in their numbers to support and vote for John Mahama. Because the 24-hour economy is going to ensure, say, Kumi and then, apart from Afro, he may also get a job at the 24-hour economy. And I'm sure, say, he will also enjoy. Wusu after here, maybe once you come to power, automatically, upon this particular program, you can also go and work. Misu, Miria, I can also go and work because at any point in time, okay. That's the most important thing about this policy.
Kumi.
Yes.
Clergymen, civil society groups, former president, and Susiemunu say their silence now are contributed to this economic crisis. ye fa penisi di otwa sanim se na chiachia esa se omu nyina ye di nti na ban face o ye de ye nanso na okum Ghana fo
Huntor
10 minutes
utna himfia ye cho impenisem na nsempa impeni e kan se aba ye di twa
aba ye de botachi
ye di twa tachi no ye de boba eyi enu nti na se ne Yura Mahama esu a sa semintia ye de bo tachi na eyi a ene ye de boba eyi esa na obi ti baby o ka say you are showing favoritism somewhere say tachi ye no ye bo na ade na ban eye no ya ye ko sem ni nyina ni o civil societies and sorry this animal no you can't say nation building na they are part of it and they must have a voice always not just sometimes because if you make it only sometimes you are sending a wrong signal. Minti so for be manim ba out and beka National Cathedral you want some. At onama uti that is why John Mahama is crying. And me, I'm not into their politics. We kasa dena we kasa. It's a concern for him. And oye nipa into otema times ye ni me bia ye ni nkofo ndi yie. Me, I'm not a supporter of John Mahama. I will never in my life be a supporter of John Mahama because we don't follow the same political ideals. But there are things are standard right. We must accept it. Adi we enye. The John Mahama time, near my course, no, ebi mu nyaku kudru free insurance civil society ebe kasaya. What about now? And na a man go for suspicious. Say, obi didi wia, ana obi didi a, untimi mbie nenum enkasa. Though this is not a matter I want to dwell on. I think we should move to the next thing. Also, Ura Mahama so obey
24-hour economy.
24-hour economy no wabeka ne trasa akeke. Alan beka GTP no oye den. Check document obey. You see, this is the problem I have with both the former president and the vice president. The promises are too much. Tell us the vision so that it becomes a document of account. And then Alan say the great transformational plan. Great transformational
plan. Maybe I explain it, I won't pay attention.
Oh, where is the blueprint? Is there a blueprint? Tell me, is there a blueprint?
Blueprint in a day.
A working document to be able to make fair ready. Say John Mahama ka so ba obey say na say ni say no obey.
He has explained.
And no akeke.
And I make a be and coming to your notice. He has explained.
You see,
in the course of the show, I can give you some.
I'm asking, is there a document written? Say oba say ni say no obey no. And I will explain it again.
And I make say, this is a kind of say a promise, and I say a policy or deba.
Okay.
And he has explained
what
he meant by that. Okay, the apostle maybe we look for it.
No bet church said you obey no.
Okay.
Because Huntor, assembly nyina say ne krakra ne saying obi gina ba bi no ka say digitization Huntor ne krakra ne saying ne krakra ne say kasa ye mframa ese ye kan na Ghana for eti ase. We've heard so many promises, but who has placed down a blueprint? What Ghanaians are looking for, it's about cash being in our pocket. Say, ya ye benya ya ye sika. And then obi betima sorry ama yeska ochina ebe hiayen. What every human being will feel proud about is say obreno nuedi, because that's where the joy it's in. A man enjoying from his own labor. So the crack is saying,
okay,
the crack say jobs for the people, cash for the people, and that is what Ghanaians are looking for.
Okay, so this is what Mahama is saying. Or see the 24-hour economy policy. Under this policy, the Accra Digital Center will service different geographical time zones and employ over 10,000 youth. Kanofrata bag ni de ebedi ho nkomo akire. Finance Minister ko present budget a yenisika. The bag nko a o convert the ba you see this mo a 50,000 Ghana cedis. Chale propose ka Ghana. We say the policy will mainly focus on the private sector with some critical public sector agencies who qualify to run a 24-hour shift joining. And then me shifting on person okay. Okay. Go here. Or say the 24-hour economy, companies desirous of running a 24-hour shift who wish to take advantage of the incentive packages may apply to join the program. That's point number 3. Number 4. I say it's part of the vision of the nation's building. It says John Dramani Mahama to create sustainable jobs for teaming.
It's
a blueprint. For teaming unemployed youth of Ghana whilst enhancing productivity.
This is a blueprint. All of them are blueprints.
The announced $3 billion US dollars private sector-led investment in IT by John Mahama would leverage 5G technology and open new and innovative job openings in data analytics, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, e-governance, and data protection. Okay. Participating companies will be assisted in the area of security, night transport services, and with tax incentives, among others, to run an effective 24-hour shift so as to optimize job creation and productivity. Open. A legal regulatory framework that supports extended operation hours whilst ensuring the well-being and right of workers shall be put in place in consultation with labor and other relevant stakeholders. Okay, was a practical example of how the 24-hour economy will be operationalized to enhance productivity and job creation. And they were actually, or say the 24-hour operation manufacturing companies and other factories with participating companies benefiting from security, petrol, and tax breaks. Major construction projects to operate a 24-hour multiple shift system with participating companies benefiting from security, petrol, and tax incentives. Retail trading centers, including supermarkets, pharmacies, restaurants, fuel stations, and convenience stores who join the program will benefit from security, petrol, and tax incentives. Public institutions with a huge workload and customer traffic will operate night shift to enhance productivity and enable citizens to have better service. A 24-hour port services. This will ensure round-the-clock clearance of goods by Ghana Port and Harbour Authority as it currently being done at the MPS terminal. Another JM legacy, the clearance and transportation of goods from the port in the night to various destinations will lessen traffic at the port, on the motorway, on the highways, this will also enhance efficiency and productivity and create more employment opportunities. Then 6, the 24-hour operation of the Accra Digital Center and ICT Medical. So this
that is a blueprint.
A blueprint.
A blueprint.
And that's maybe
no.
Maybe
that's how a blueprint might be hard copy.
It's a blueprint. That's a blueprint. Satisfy or no.
All these blueprint is to explain in detail what the policy is. And that's a blueprint. That's the thing. Sure, or who said to say a flyer, but that is a blueprint.
Wrap up 2
blueprint
minutes.
Is to show say
So
that's a blueprint.
Well, we've seen a document on the Aba. Lawyer how see a blueprint. I've read through it. May I mean baby in case idea be a foolish idea.
Does he explain or answer earlier?
It doesn't satisfy me the way I want, but they've explained some key things.
Okay.
And now we must accept say every idea be a banner will bring some improvement. But Huntor, me busa me who say the crack anything. Baby a many G baby a me who say $3 billion investment into the private sector. Huntor, I'm telling your authority say Alan here president one of a year our yesterday policies never there's going to be a $15 million which is already negotiated.
Billion or million?
Billion.
Okay.
$15 billion investment into the private sector. From agri, transport, production, $15 billion. It me who John Mahama Diana or $3 billion na meniaji because there are similar ideas. Bobisika Susin will be.
Okay, Yenuya Richard Kwao Moke, or share or say the right teacher. Okay, we say Yenuya Tilly Heart or see keep up the good work, Kumi, Ghana will rise again. Abetifi Bruni or say alarm for President 2024. Adenta Kumi, I'm proud of you. Sansu na Yenuya Daniel Chumesi can come. Also can come on point. Also watching you live from Asakoriko, Florida. Also greetings to the panelists, most especially my very own brother Adenta Kumi, an all-rounded politician and a true gentleman. Sansuninia Alhaji Ahmed was say, Huntor, the finance minister and his deputy have to resign because they have openly said we are not going to IMF and we are a proud nation. Blah 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 blah. One may ask, at long last, where are we now? So how do they think Ghanaians, or we can't think far? Okay. Your WhatsApp message is 8. Young kind, so now to us. We say Master Red, Kasosi aka Hawa Afa 2024. We say Ghanaians must be wise and very careful about the double standard of John Mahama and his NDC guys who says anything to confuse Ghanaians just because of power. Yesterday, teacher lunches was good, and today I will cancel it. Abba, Malam John, was long live Ghana, long live Honorable Hawa Kumsin, Master Red Kaswani Dini. Good evening, Huntor and your panelists. The pastors in Ghana, some of them are enjoying the money in the government, so how can they speak about it? The clergy in Ghana are not doing the will for Ghana, but rather paying on silence to enjoy the government's money. With the senior Same, what motivates African leaders to hoard so much money when in the end they leave with nothing? Why can't they lay emphasis on building good names and which will follow them even when they are no longer gone, like Kwame Nkrumah? Now, posterity will be harsh on Akufo-Addo's legacy. He will be remembered as the worst president in Ghana's history. Senior Same, I have never rated these so-called men of God or civil society, whatever they call themselves. Most of them are corrupt, as these good-for-nothing politicians who have so. How can a thief criticize a thief? As for Baulaya, NABCO trainee are patiently waiting for him. Baba Edifi Takrade. Huntor, the most bad policy in Ghana today is the free SHS. It has destroyed both junior and senior high school education. JHS students are not serious because no matter the grade, he or she will be posted. I'm an SHS teacher. That caliber of student that we are teaching, some of them even can't write about themselves. And how, because of free SHS, most of the parents who don't care about their wards, turn to primary school and see how the children are suffering. Some of them even can't get chair to sit on, and you are talking about free SHS must be reviewed. Well, say, hi, good evening, Huntor. If Alan had not resigned from the MPP, would he have said Ghana needs new movement? Question. He also said Ghanaians are tired of the NDC and MPP. Please, the MPP, or say, please, the MPP and Alan should forget, MPP should forget 2024 election and quickly join the NDC for a better Ghana. Tell the Alan and Bawumia to join NDC. If you cannot defeat them, join them. I quote, or say, I'm Prince from Adenta. Or say, GM, we are akono keke, Mahama all the way. We say, good evening, Samuel Huntor. I always become ashamed of myself when I still see people following MPP and Bawumia. Gone were the days students were motivated to learn and know regional ministers' names of MPs. Where is that spirit today? Bawumia has no plan, no vision for Ghana. He is a liability to Ghana's economy. God from Ashaman. Was a good evening, Sami Huntor. I'm a Frane Electrical Pakusu Estate Kumasi. Was it has been a while, yes, Obayachapa, since I contributed to your great show. And so many things has happened in the political landscape in the last few weeks. But I must say, what the MPP party is doing in terms of dismissing their members is like shooting their own foots, which will hugely affect them in the 2024 election. Okay, opinion for Pacho 1 minute and wrap up Nyanko.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, say Kano, and then we just want to remind Ghana 4 and the MPP that abolishing licensing is not the same as licensure exams. They are not the same. Na Emma me force me na me pese me mbisa MPP for who is their class 1 teacher, because clearly and that is something that we need to state clearly. Say President John Mahama, I'll say he will abolish the teacher licensure exams, because once you call teacher training school, you go through the professional training, and once you are done, all you need to do is to be licensed, just as a lawyer. Me call Ghana School of Law. I went through all the training. Ghana School of Law in Kase, after all the training in 2 years, me call through licensure exams. No, it doesn't work that way. Once I go through that professional school, once I pass all the exams, I get my license. And that is what President John Mahama has stated. Say, once the teachers go through that teacher training, that is a professional institution. And so once you are down, pass here, that's it.
Okay.
And that is what we need to make clear.
Okay.
And see, President John Mahama, scrapping of Esgracia is a reality. It's going to come to pass.
Okay.
And they should embrace the policy of President John Mahama, because he is the one who is going to rescue this economy from the perishing Ghanaians.
1 minute.
Yes. Alan will invest $15 billion in raising entrepreneurs, in helping the private sector, and in making sure that Ghana becomes the China of Africa.
Okay.
And we, Movement for Change, and your politics nearby here, is for nation building.
They should join the NDC. They should join us.
NDC focus and interject We believe in solutions.
$15 billion to offer NDC. Oh boy, join us.
Bilim said John Mahama
$15
is
billion
going to join
$15 billion. No. Let Alan join the NDC. Join us.
Alan,
let's rescue this country.
Yeah, I know deep. Say John Mahama wants to join Alan. I know deep. I'm telling you. My
brother,
join us.
Thank you. You are welcome to Movement for Change.
To rescue President.
Welcome to Movement for Change. You are welcome, my brother.